Okay, as you guys are still enjoying the food, we are going to get started with the toasts, which are open to the immediate family and to the wedding party. So I'm going to go ahead and begin. I had the pleasure of going to school with both Weston and Dara up in Wyoming at Frontier School of the Bible. And Dara and I were in the same class and immediately bonded over our love for indie music at the time, and very similar common interests. And she knew already my wife to be, or my wife now, at the time it was to be, Haley, who's right there. Absolutely. And Weston, it's been such a privilege to be your friend for 3 years now. Weston and I used to, his freshman year, back when I thought he was just a punk, we would, every now and again, we would go to the little, in LaGrange, which is a town of less than 500 people, there's a tiny little grocery store and cafe, and we used to go and have milkshakes and talk about all the crazy theories that we had about God's Word, about the church, stuff like that, watch videos together, and then leading up to this last summer, we got the chance to go on a mission trip to Europe, me and my wife, and Dara and Weston and a few others, and that's awesome. And Weston, I just want to let you know that I love you. I always will. I'll always be here for you. We might be separated by several hours now, with you guys living up northwest. But I will be on a plane if you need me to be on a plane. I will drive through the night if you need me to drive through the night. Rain or shine, it doesn't matter. I love you. I don't worry about you and Dara. I trust God with you. You guys are amazing. And there's nothing else that I can say besides that. So.
Oh, wait, okay. I'm Steph, I'm the maid of honor, and Dara and I graduated in the same class together from Frontier, and our senior year, she was my RA in the dorm. And at the end of the year, the Dean of Students and the Dean of Women pick the RAs, Mr. and Mrs. Hughesby over there, and there's always this, like, suspense among the student body of, like, who are they going to pick and who is going to be my RA next year. And so the list, the names came out and we heard who it was going to be, and Dara had been one the year before, so we knew she was going to be one again. And I remember at the end of my junior year praying, oh Lord, please anybody but Dara. because Dara was always very intimidating to me. She always seemed very very spiritual and very together, and I didn't feel like I was like that, and so I didn't want to be in her section in the dorm because she frightened me. But the fall came around and she was my RA. I was placed in her section, and it's just one of those things that I was like, all right, Lord, okay, well, if this is what you've figured out, I'll run with it. And I'm so thankful that he did that, because she is now my dearest friend. And the Lord taught me how to have a friend through her. I didn't grow up with a lot of people my age. I didn't grow up with a lot of friends, and it was easy for me to be a friend, but not easy for me to have one and to allow someone else to be a friend to me. And that has been a precious, precious gift. And by that time, Weston was already present in her life, and I'm so thankful for him as well. I believe that he will take care of her and be good to her, and that they will glorify God together, and I'm so thankful for that. And I'm so thankful to be a part of this with the two of you. Thank you for allowing me to be here.
So some of you may not know, I'm Weston's brother, and believe it or not, we slept in the same bunk bed for our entire lives. And a few years ago, we went to college, and we slept in the same bunk bed yet again. So I'm just going to maybe tell Dara a few things about him that you may not know. Number one, he's very forgetful, and he'll most likely forget to turn off the light before he goes to bed. During his sleep, he, I guess you wouldn't be surprised if he talks in his sleep more than he does during the day. And if he gets up a little too early, I hope you're good at riddles, because he talks in them in the morning, and you may not understand what he's talking about, and it probably won't make sense. And he'll deny it later. No, but in all seriousness, I just want to thank both of you guys. You guys have been a real encouragement to me, how you guys put God first and your relationship, and each other second. And I love both of you guys, and me and Pez will see you guys next door.
Hello, for those of you who don't know, my name is Megan. 7 years ago, when Dara and I became friends, she did not like yogurt and I did not like coffee. And the fact that I'm here holding a cup of coffee is a testament to the fact that friendship with Dara has changed me for the better. Yeah, and now Dara likes yogurt. She ate it every day at school, so. Dara and I graduated from high school together as homeschoolers, and we graduated from Frontier School of the Bible 4 years later together, and we shared many adventures. We were RAs in the dorm together, and we went on trips to Cheyenne during snowstorms together, and Dara fell in a hole in my house and had to be pulled out with a tractor. Her Jeep did. It wasn't just Dara. In fact, if there's one word that comes to mind when I think about Dara and our years as friends, it's adventure. And now it's time for you and Weston to have more adventures together. And I'm so excited to see where God takes you in the rest of your lives together. I love you.
Hi, I'm Kurt Bazemore. I'm Dara's father and one of her two dads. First, I want to thank all of you. I'm so appreciative that so many of her friends and family have come so far. She told me I'd cry, and I'm going to, so live with it. Weston, I welcome you to the family. I look forward to knowing your family. My daughter is a wonderful person. So thank you. I'm his younger brother, although he will never admit it.
Well, look at him.
I just want to say that I am so pleased that we could come up, bring my family up, be part of this. I just love Dara. And I asked, because I don't know Weston, and I don't know much about him. We met with him a little bit, and I can attest to the fact that he's not a big talker. But I asked my brother, I said, so what is his character like? And he said, well, you know, he got into a discussion which is big in my family. We will argue religion from a varied footing of what that means. And and he said that Weston got into a discussion with my younger brother about this, and they disagreed. And I said, well, how did that go? He said, Weston told him, this is what I believe, and I'm not going to argue it. And I thought, you know, that's guts, that's courage. You know, you stand there and say, hey, I believe this is what I believe to be true, and I just want to honor you for standing on what you believe. So thank you and welcome to our family.
Bail us out, Brian.
So I'm Nathan Couch. I'm one of Weston's friends and Dara's as well. I've known Weston for about 6, 7, 8, 9, I don't even know how many years. But I'm going to read this so that I don't go on forever. At first I didn't like him at the beginning because I thought he was a punk kid. But I've been able to it's been an awesome blessing to have him as a friend. I've lived with him for quite a while now, and I've watched him grow into an amazing, godly young man. He's always been someone I've been able to talk to, and at times he's said things in a loving way that has honestly put me in my place, and that's hard to do with me. I've really appreciated him as a friend, and I've really looked up to him also, because he's extremely wise. He gets it from his mother, and
You're a punk kid, Nick. You always will be.
he's very patient, especially with me, and he's very loving. So Weston, thank you. I really do love you. To Dara, don't know you as well as I'd like, but I do know you're a great girl. You got a good head on your shoulders, and I know that you love Jesus very much, which is the most amazing thing in you. Take care of Weston, he'll need it. And to both of you, love God, put him first, and I know that your marriage will be great. Love people and love each other. And you both are very amazing, and I love you both. So.
Before we go on to the next thing, to the dances, was there any of the wedding party or the immediate family that would like to make a toast? I just didn't want to miss anybody.
Oh, hi.
I'm just going to sit here because I don't...
Sarah, it's okay. I pointed this way.
Okay,
You're fine.
I don't think it wanted me to give a toast, but I know I'd regret it if I didn't. I just want to say that I went from hating you because you dressed better than me and liked the same movies I did, and that was, you know, a challenge to my identity. But I'm so thankful that God put us together. Oh, there it is. Because you, I needed you. You're the best. And Weston, she's even crazier once you live with her, so be warned. I won't say that. It's okay. I didn't plan this at all. Go with grace and peace, and God is with you.
Yeah?
Alright, I'm gonna sit too so I have more confidence hiding behind this table. It's gonna hit me first. Okay, so don't look at me. So last year, Dara right away came up to me. I went to school with her at Frontier, and she said she wanted to be my friend. And I thought, oh great, she's so nice. So I hugged her and I went on my way, and nothing happened really. We talked once, and then it just didn't seem to come together. But by the springtime, all it took was me looking for another friend and Dara saying, hey, I'll watch a movie with you. And from that moment on, it was like we had known each other forever. And Dara has shown me how to have a wonderful friend and what a true friend looks like. And she has been so wonderful to me. She has encouraged me, been a great example to me. And she has such a kind heart, and she has so much love for God, and just been like seeing her in positions through the planning of this wedding and how she has handled that has amazed me, because there's been times that I wanted to be so angry and to do things of the flesh, and to look at her and see how she can just say okay and show love through that and be kind. And I know that God has blessed me tremendously with her, because she is such a beautiful, loving person, and I don't think she has one mean bone in her body. And Weston, I met you when we were little, and it was so strange going back to school and seeing you, because the last time I had seen you, you were a scrawny little boy with beaver hair. And when I saw you, you were just tall and scrawny, and you finally got rid of that beaver hair. You didn't talk a lot, and I didn't really get to know you, but since being here this week, I have grown to love you as a friend with Dara, and it's just so amazing to see that I can hand Dara over as a friend and know that she is in great hands, because you would spend the time to come over to her house and pray with her in the morning. You were there as strength for her, and it just amazed me at the relationship that you guys have and how God is the center of your relationship. And I am so blessed to be able to be your guys' friend and be able to know you for the rest of my life and know that I can count on you guys. And I just love you both. So.
Hello, my name is Chris, and I got the pleasure of being Weston's RA for a year, kind of a little bit more than that, even though I wasn't technically in my section up at school, but right down the hall, and his room caused a lot of trouble, so I was in there often. And so I got to know Weston really well over the past couple of years, and went to school with Dara and got to know her a little bit along the way as well. And one of the greatest things that I love about weddings, or one of the most special things about weddings, and just seeing couples develop relationships and things like that, is just seeing two people who love serving the Lord with all their heart and with all their strength and with all their mind. And when I look at Weston and Dara, I see two people who do that wholeheartedly with all their lives. And that's one of the greatest and most encouraging things for me, is to look at two people who are going to spend the rest of their life together doing that exact same thing, and they have that bond and that unity that's there, that no matter what is going on in life, no matter what the trials may come or the difficulties they'll face, they have that bond and that love of just serving the Lord, and now they get to do that together for the rest of their lives. And that's something that I am so excited to see how the Lord is going to use you in that. And just to Weston, you are a man who has gained so much respect, and just you can tell from the men who are sitting here, most of us only knowing you for 3 years or less, and just the deep loyalty that we have in a friendship to you, and just speaks a lot about who you are. And so, Dara, you have a phenomenal man to spend the rest of your life with. And just from all of us up here, I just want to say we love you so much, and we're here for you always. So blessings to you guys.
I can do this. No, you grab. All right. So I've known Dara, 6 years now. Sorry, I'm a crier, so if you know me, it totally makes sense. But Dara has been my best friend for so many years now. And she befriended me when I needed a friend the most. And she invited me to study with her when we had never even talked before, and we just sat down, and from that moment on, it was like we had always been friends. And I just want you to know that I love you so much. And as Caleb said, if you ever need me, ever, I'm just a phone call away. I will drop everything to be there for you. And Weston, I have not had the privilege of getting to know you very well yet, but I am so thankful for you. And I see how much Sarah loves you, and I see how much you love her. And I can just see that your relationship is so blessed by God. And I am so thankful for this. And thank you so much for letting me be a part of this day with you guys.
Weston is the fourth of our 10 children, and he has always been very close to my heart. He was always a sweet, kind boy, still is. But the thing I remember and know about Weston is that he, even from the time he was a little boy, he had a very sensitive heart and was very close to the Lord. And he understood the gospel from a very young age. And I knew that the Lord would bring somebody wonderful into his life. And I'm so thankful, Dara, that the two of you are now man and wife. And welcome to our family. The only thing I'm sorry about is that you have to inherit the Schnetz name. Because it will be pronounced every way you can think of. But we love you already. We thank you that you've married our son and that you're a part of our family. I just want to remind you on this wonderful occasion and that marriage is wonderful, but it isn't everything. Jesus is.
All right. Well, as you can tell, Weston and Dara are really difficult to put up with.